miss. Let's keep moving. It's on your right. Here.
No. No, I'm usually in charge of the second and third.
So each unit has an assigned to. So, you expect me to believe that's all you were doing there?
Here we are. Good luck. She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarington for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Au parc La Fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Vacuuming's done. Now just a bit of tidying up, and I can go on break.
Enfant de ce vieux parc, sa fontaine, tu dans tes grands yeux, filais un jour la plus belle.
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
De ce printemps qui fit fleurir tous nos 16 ans. Chérie, dis-moi, te souviens-tu de cet émoi naissant dans nos âmes
Only menswear.
ingénues?
Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Par la fontaine, comme il faisait bon, lorsqu'on nous-mêmes laissait la chanson qui nous entraîne dans le vieux buisson. Formes anciennes et douces saisons qui nous entraînent dans le tourbillon de vrais poèmes.
I'm guessing you've seen better days, but you're obviously still important to someone. You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary. Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe? Good enough. Nothing like a well-made bed.
About that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
Now I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
What did you do?
Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about. I'm not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so... my new home, according to Suzanne and Yvette. Wouldn't be surprised if everyone's a little bit more on edge today. Bad weather has a way of doing that. This is horrible. I don't think I'll ever understand what pushes people to go so far as killing. Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep... what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
They weren't kissing this time. They were fighting.
Oh, this is entertaining. I mean, oh no, why?
I'm not completely sure, but it sounded like Linda had something to do with it.
Ugh, that bitch.
Beth?
Trust me, she deserves it.
I don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe, but she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
A threat? A threat to what?
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I suppose.
So, You're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that, but that's her mistake. I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh. Thanks. So, you said you needed me? My help, I mean.
Oh, right. Wanna guess why?
I'm guessing there's something I have to clean?
Obviously. But what is it?
Did a kid throw up again?
God, no. Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it. Feel it, too. While I was cleaning, some of it got...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Keep talking and you'll be cleaning up after me, too.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll be glad to know it's nothing gross this time. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around. Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it. Okay, let's get that mop from the supply closet. Oh, shock.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
I heard the girls talking downstairs. Apparently guests went wild.
More like unhinged. Mrs. Wilson almost broke a chandelier, and we kept finding chewed up olives in the weirdest of places.
I hope the rooms won't reflect that.
I hope that too. For your sake. You must see plenty of weird stuff while you're cleaning.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest's room?
A few months ago, I found stacks of pennies in a room's toilet. Like, a lot of them.
What?
And when I got to the bed, the pillowcases were filled with pennies as well. I'm still not sure if that guest simply had a strange way of leaving a tip.
Maybe it was a penny robbery. Oh, I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What does he want?
He wants me to lower room prices.
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
Overrun. The hotel's gonna go under if I don't raise prices.
Have you tried calling Mr. Rick?
I'm really sorry about
Okay, Sophie. Time to clean up that mess.
Well...
There's still some junk lying around. Ew. I better throw that away. A film roll. The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him. Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Maybe Beth remembers who
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely.
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Well, you're welcome to speak to my manager if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be...
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
Well, for that, you'd have to talk to my manager's manager. Would you like to contact him? Sadly, he doesn't have a phone.
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons.
I suggest finding a nice little corner where you can kneel down, all right? Then you clasp your hands together and think really hard about just how much you want.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball. Even if they did draw the short, this leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Making fun of you, sir. I'm dead serious. If anyone can make the snowstorm end, it's him. Hello? Sir? Oh, well.
I should go to the 5th floor to return Mr. Spade's film roll. I've never seen two people more suited for each other. I hope they work things out. They need to. Now's not tempting, but every...
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about? He's sort of a celebrity, isn't he?
He sure acts like one. I wouldn't want to be that poor assistant he keeps shouting at.
I wish I was assigned to clean his room. Can you imagine the weird things I'd find?
Be careful what you wish for. I wouldn't be surprised if the man kept a few skeletons in his closet.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity. I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the get. I haven't danced since Grandma's 70th. She definitely upstaged me. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain. You have a room order for a reason, Sophie. Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade? What is this? I should bring that back to my cart. Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, it's Sophie. Can I speak to Andrew, please?
Yeah. Hold on. Andrew? Andrew?
I'm here. Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, are you okay?
Hey, Sophie. Yeah, it's just... my trip to the 6th floor took longer than expected.
Oh, I'm sorry to add to your plate, but I really need your help.
Sure. What's up?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Mr. Spade? Why would he...
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Oh. and Mr. Spade caught you in the act.
Yes. He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room. I think we should call the police.
Whoa, slow down a minute.
But...
Sophie, there are pictures of you invading our guests' privacy.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I believe you. But others might not. With those pictures, it could really blow up in your face if a guest were to complain about missing items.
So I just leave? Do nothing?
That's not what I'm saying, but I think you should try to get a better understanding of the situation before you tell anyone. I've given photography a shot before.
Really?
At least I planned to. Did a whole lot of reading. Didn't quite get to the doing part. Anyway, the point is that dark rooms like that take a lot of time and effort to set up. It seems unlikely he went through all this trouble just for a few pictures. I'd bet there are more of them, somewhere.
Well, I didn't look through the entire room, but there is a safe here.
That would certainly be a good place to store pictures.
Do you have the safe combination then? I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Maybe I can... Give me a sec. Shoot.
What?
Bad news is, I can't find the combination list. Good news is, we can probably do without it. Most guests write their code down to make sure they don't forget it. So, say you wanted to look for it, I could keep an eye out and call you if I see our mysterious photographer return.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, and Andrew?
Yes?
Please keep this between us.
Of course. Don't worry about that.
I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common. No combination, no entry. Wait, is that... I should take a closer look. Is this from Harry's? I mean, it's a popular spot, but... You didn't strike me as much of a doodler. This was the sale where I found that winter jacket that Mom loves. Were you there too? I just visited the oratory for the first time in years. This has to be a coincidence, right? X marks the spot, but there's no way this is just a treasure hunt. Beaver Lake? That's where I took Mom skating last month. These look like numbers. Sort of. These look like numbers. Sort of. Is this a floor of the Clarington? That's my schedule. Just how long have you been watching me? Morgan. Is that your real name? Why did you check in under Mr. Spade? Lindsay. Did something happen between the two of you before she died? One man's trash is another maid's trash. Request to move to 507. Yeah, no surprise Bernard denied the request. Mrs. Beaumont's been here so long, we could probably just put her name on the door at this point. The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not too bored without her TV shows. What do we have here? You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital, and it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions. You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for? That's rough. How are you supposed to support yourself when no one will give you a job or a place to live? Let's put those on the bathroom shelf. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. You have a room order for a reason, Sophie. That letter from Bernard. Was there anything on the back? Yeah, no surprise Bernard denied the request. Mrs. Beaumont's been here. Could that be a reminder for the safe combination? "34 Summer Street. Lindsay's address. "99th Infantry Division. 99. I need to find some clues to decipher that code reminder. Date of discharge, 1957. 57. I think I can put together the code now. Let's try the safe. 34, 99, 57. 34, 99, 57. 34, 99, 57. Damn it. M and H. M and H. That was taken in the lobby. That was taken in the lobby. You're going through their trash? You really want to find out what M and H are up to, don't you? Why are you following them? This looks like Beaver Lake.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hey. Just a sec. Beth, could you cover for me?
Again?
Pretty please? Sorry about that. So, you found anything on Mr. Spade?
Well, Mr. Spade isn't even his real name.
It's not? What is it then?
Paul Morgan.
Huh. I guess he wanted something a tad more exciting. So, I take it you opened the safe. What was in it?
A journal.
Oh? Does it say why he's stalking you?
No, but it seems he's stalking 2 other people as well.
2 other staff members? Who is it?
No, they're guests. I don't know their names, though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you alright?
Of course. Sorry. I'll just need some more info to narrow the search. What do you know about them?
from what I can gather, it seems they're together.
Okay, so we're probably looking for a room with a double bed then.
Do we have a lot of couples at the moment?
Well, seeing as last Friday was Valentine's Day.
Oh.
So yeah, a lot. I'll need a little more to go on.
Mr. Morgan refers to them as H and M.
It could be initials, or maybe, I don't know, husband and mistress?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Wait a minute. There's a couple staying in room 509. Hector and Marcella Cruz.
Hector and Marcella. H and M.
My thoughts exactly.
Do you know anything about the Cruzes?
Well, I was there when they checked in. Handed them a couple pamphlets on tourist attractions. I remember noticing that Mr. Cruz wears the same cologne as my father, but...
That's not much to go on.
Yeah, I know. Do you, perhaps, have room 509 on your to-do list?
I do, actually.
Would it be wrong of me to suggest you do some...
Snooping? I guess that's what I'm known for now.
Nah, don't worry. I'm sure we'll find a better legacy for you.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Watch out, alright?
I will. I promise. I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Maybe I shouldn't wander around with my pockets full. Is there anything I can put down? I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. Did I miss something in here? I should move on for now, but maybe I can come back later if I have a spare moment. Okay, Sophie, back to the basement. Come on, Sophie. That door won't Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. Yeah, Linda's not exactly my door's always open, come on in kind of boss. It's locked. Off limits. Did I remember to punch in this morning? Shoot, it's locked. I guess I'll have to get Linda's master key instead. Rebecca's had her hands full lately. Nope. Hypocrite bitch. What did Linda do? And to whom? That'll do. I'll just have to make sure I don't forget to return it. To be tossed aside by your best friend like that? Oh, Wendy, that's a special brand of heartbreak. I see what you're getting at, Linda. There's always room for improvement, right? Haven't gotten any tips so far today. Shade of red. It matches the message on the door. This goes beyond constructive criticism. It's just a personal crusade. Oh, Linda. What would your husband think of all this? I should be able to open 509 now. Back to the 5th floor.
What is it?
Wendy? It's Sophie. Are you alright?
Do I sound alright?
No, I guess not.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk.
I don't mean to disturb you, but did you see who wrote that message on Linda's door?
What?
The lipstick message. Do you know who wrote it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, Sophie, just go.
All right. Okay. It's locked. Off limits.
Hey, Sophie.
Oh, hey, Andrew. On break already?
No, not yet. I have to deliver something to our VIP guest.
Again?
Yeah, the requests just keep on coming. What about you? Aren't you supposed to be in 509?
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our investigation.
Ah, gotcha. What a day, huh? Tending to an eccentric VIP guest, discovering, well, what you discovered in 505. Pretty exciting as far as a workday at the Clarington goes.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though. I was looking for my keys, and I heard someone crying in the bathroom.
You sure it's not the old Clarington ghost again?
No, it's Wendy. She's pretty upset.
What happened?
I think Linda got to Jacques' head, and Wendy hit back by writing hypocrite bitch on her door.
Oof. I mean, this was bound to happen. You'd have to be living under a rock to miss how Linda's been treating her lately.
Yeah, Linda's been pretty bad to Wendy. I'm not surprised she snapped.
Remember her birthday? Bobby slipped her a slice of cake from the kitchen, and along came Linda to confiscate it, telling Wendy she was doing her a favor. I don't know how Wendy managed to keep her cool.
If it had been me, I probably would have burst into tears.
Yeah. Interpersonal conflict makes for a good read, but in real life it can be a bit much to deal with. You've always been good at staying above it, though. You get along with everyone.
I don't think I get along with everyone, but some people are worth getting friendlier with. Like you.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad not everyone around here thinks I'm a complete bore. Wait till Beth hears this. Well, it was nice to chat. Don't let me keep you, though. I have to head to maintenance anyway. Maybe Eugene can help me find the product our guest of honor is looking for.
Yeah, we both got a lot on our plates today.
I'll be ready and waiting for your updates on H&M. Take care.
You too.
Getting into 509 will be no problem with the master key. Let's get— Oh, I do have 506 next on my list. Should I pop in before checking out 509? Oh boy, someone's been living it up. Another fan of the Gossiper. I never did finish that article from this morning. That feels like so long ago now. Not exactly a cherished gift, if you just left it behind like this. More work for poor Rebecca. Hang in there, Reb. These are lovely. I wish you'd had more confidence in yourself. What were you apologizing for? And were you forgiven? Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Wow. You look like a couple out of a magazine. These pearls, they look absolutely gorgeous on you. Though, I bet you could make anything look good. This person looking for you back in Texas, was he really just a coworker? SW. Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz. Or her. Mrs. Cruz got her personal information. Who could blame you for seeking help? These scribbles don't look random, but I can't figure out what they mean. Who could blame you for seeking help? I'd do the same in your shoes. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Looks like someone tore that note apart, but I'm missing some pieces. I can't make out what's written. Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. These symbols, they look oddly familiar. These scribbles don't look random, but I can't figure out what they mean. This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one. Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied. You don't see someone withdraw $5,000 every day. Just what could have made you empty out your entire bank account? These symbols, they look oddly familiar. Hello? Hello? Andrew? Is that you?
Clarington Hotel reception desk.
Andrew?
Hey, Sophie.
Did you just call me?
No, I didn't.
Then who called?
I'm not sure I understand.
Someone just called, and they said nothing. All I could hear was static and breathing.
That's pretty unsettling. Hang on. Hey, Beth? You got a minute?
No.
Give me a second, Sophie. Okay, so Beth tells me she just patched a call through to 509.
Did she recognize the caller's voice?
Oh, do you think maybe it was Mr. Morgan?
Yeah.
Let me check. Okay, it was a male voice, but she's not sure whether it was Mr. Morgan's or not.
Did she notice anything else?
She says it sounded like a bell rang in the background, like an elevator bell. So she assumed whoever was calling was one of our guests.
You didn't see Mr. Morgan come back to the hotel, did you?
No. I get why you're on edge, but I don't see any way he could know you're in 509. I haven't spoken to anyone about this.
I know you didn't. Can you ask Beth not to patch any calls here for a while?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks. I haven't had time to check all of 509 yet, so I better get back to it.
Wait a second. I just remembered something about this morning. I can't believe I didn't think about it before.
What is it?
A few minutes after Mr. Morgan knocked over that vase in the lobby, I saw Mrs. Cruz rush out of the hotel, all alone.
Really? Do you know what time it was exactly?
I think it was a minute or two after 10. What?
I remember hearing a loud noise on the 5th floor right around that time. Like a door slamming really hard.
You think it was her?
Maybe. Did you notice anything weird about her?
I don't know. She passed by the front desk so fast I barely had time to see her. Although...
Yeah?
I've always seen the Cruzes as a pair. I suppose it is a bit odd that she left without her husband. Maybe she was sneaking out. Or maybe she was following Mr. Morgan.
Yeah. Hopefully I can make sense of all of this.
I'm sure you can. Give me a call as soon as you've found something, okay?
Okay. Thanks for the info. It's some kind of code. Could I break it? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Oh, these symbols match some of the ones on the torn message. That's one of the symbols. More of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. More of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. All
I'll have to remember these. Aha! I'll have to remember these. So the account's in your name, and the statement's tucked away in your jewelry box. That's awfully secretive, Mrs. Cruz. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew. It's me.
Sophie, did you uncover anything in 509?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
What? Awesome. Did you crack it?
It says, I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? What an odd thing to do.
Yeah. And whoever the message was intended for went through a lot of trouble to hide it. It was torn in 12 pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the Cruzes are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think maybe one of them's having an affair?
Well, that's possible. It's quite obvious they're having marital problems.
What makes you say that?
I found an apology note, neatly folded next to a room service tray. I think Mr. Cruz wrote it.
Ah, so he got into an argument with the missus. I bet it's because he never cleans up after himself. Most arguments my parents have revolve around my father being unable to put his dirty socks anywhere near the laundry basket. Turns my mother red with rage. Did you find anything else?
I'm pretty sure the husband was sentenced to sleeping in the living room. I found a pillow and some sheets on the couch.
It's pretty obvious Mr. Cruz is having an affair, right? Mrs. Cruz must have found out. Hence the apology message and the night on the couch. What do you think?
Mrs. Cruz could be the one having the affair. I found a bank statement from a secret account of hers.
A secret account?
Well, that's my guess. It's in her own name and hidden in her jewelry box.
Why would she have a secret account?
I don't know. To hide an affair with a wealthy businessman or something?
Maybe.
And that's not all. The account was emptied about a week ago. A withdrawal of $5,000.
Whoa. Sounds like someone's planning to run away.
Yeah. I'll go and have a look at the vent that's mentioned in the message. Just to be sure we're on the right track.
Good idea. It's almost break time for me. If you need my help again, you can ask Beth to patch you through to the break room.
All right. Enjoy your break.
Thanks, Sophie.
Can't open these without a screwdriver. Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge? Oh, Eugene. I had no idea. Sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of the new psychiatric hospital. And Bernard was Bernard. Huh, this must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father. Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now. Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage. Oh, another one. Wendy and Chuck have really gotten around. Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
Yes, I am.
Don't take too long.
No, I won't.
What's going on?
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Seems I've made a habit of sneaking up on you today. Spying on Bernard again?
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Ah, gotcha.
Eugene?
What the... maybe you should go have a look. You know what? I'll stand guard by the elevator and, holler if Bernard approaches.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick. Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene. Aha! Let's get you to that vent. With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that. This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond. Oh, Bernard. So close to doing something altruistic, but here you are holding it over your brother.
Do you remember that loose tile from last week?
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid it hasn't been properly repaired.
What do you mean?
I mean that, it's still broken, sir. Someone put a rug on top of it, but you can still hear it crack. I'm just checking to make sure guests don't trip over it.
Is that part of your job description?
No. No, it isn't, sir.
Well, then I suggest you stop worrying about Miss Belivet. What were you doing in my office?
I was looking for a screwdriver to fix a loose vent.
A loose vent? Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it? And why on earth would you look for a screwdriver in my office?
I thought Eugene might be there.
Well, I don't ever want to see you in my office without permission again. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mrs. Drake has asked to see you.
Again?
Just indulge her. Apologize one more time for Friday's mishap. Do whatever needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Very well, sir. Whew. I think my heart stopped beating there for a moment.
Yeah, me too. But at least I found what I was looking for.
Perfect. Now, I should probably get to it before you-know-who comes out of his office again. Keep me posted.
Time to see what secrets that vent is holding. Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Hey, you got anything good for me?
Actually, that's why I'm calling. Would you mind looking up another guest for me?
Oh, so there's one more character to the cast.
Yeah. Someone named Michael?
I'll just check the logbook. By the way, how'd you get that name?
I found another message written in secret code. It says, "Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan."
Is Michael another husband?
Maybe.
Well, there's one staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
That's really nice of you. So, Mrs. Beaumont is linked to the cruises, huh? I have a feeling we may be approaching the climax of this story.
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
How about I call up there? You know, to make sure no one's home.
Good idea.
Just a sec. Well, it looks like the room is ready for your snooping, my lady.
Thank you, good sir. I'll call you back. Mr. Cruz, huh? Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean? Ah, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you. Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. They'll appreciate the company. That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who is this from? Either a guest got a hold of our stationery, or this came from someone on the staff. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. You almost look like Marcella. So you were eager to set up a meeting. Did Marcella send this? Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you. Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged. Bridget Boswell. Didn't I see that name somewhere earlier? Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere? Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible. There you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew.
Sophie, crazy timing. I've got something for you.
Oh, what is it?
I heard a certain Mr. Cruz and a Mr. Morgan had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who told you that?
Jacques did. Apparently, it got so heated he had to get involved. And it sounds like we were on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Can you guess what it is?
Affair?
Exactly.
How bad was the fight?
I think Jacques got in the middle of it before it got too intense, but he said Mr. Cruz looked like he was about to kill Mr. Morgan. So Mrs. Cruz must be having an affair with him, right? And her husband found out?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
What about the second one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that open a chest with 2 locks? Okay, there's definitely something going on between them.
I think Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont might be the ones having the affair.
Really? Well, it is the 1950s after all. I guess anything's possible. Did you find any clues that might support this?
Nothing concrete. I mean, I did find a letter that suggests they may have gone to college together, but they could just as well be good friends, right?
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
I guess we'd know for sure if we could have a look at that chest, but I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Probably.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, if you get me a candle and some plaster, I may be able to do something about that chest.
How?
I'll tell you later, okay? Just find those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I can.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
I would never give up on you.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. Didn't I see a plaster bag near the stairs earlier? Great! This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
Have you asked Eugene? I told him fixing the window should be a top priority, and...
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me, but I just can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. Gone. Disappeared.
Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but where? We're getting somewhere. Now, to resist the temptation to spend it on a burger at Harry's. I'm good.
Come here. Let me help you forget about all that for a minute.
Gwenda, you're not even trying to hide the daggers in your eyes. Wendy definitely deserved this, but the next one is mine. Andrew? Gosh, I hardly recognized you. Guess this is from a different lifetime. Figures that if you were going to break any rules, it'd be the ones about which books you can or cannot read. What happened to you before you came to Montreal? Why don't you want to go back home? Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first.
Where are you going?
What do you want? Are you here to apologize?
Apologize? I'm not the one who should be apologizing.
You're such an idiot. I can't believe that I fell in love with you.
Wait!
What?
I want my mother's ring back.
Gotta hold on to these tight. So you do have a stash of candles, but where is it? Got a candle. Now, what next? Ooh, is this a movie script?
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, I remember reading a spy novel, I can't remember the title, it wasn't that good, in which they used wax and plaster to make a key mold. I'm thinking we could do the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Sure? No. In the novel, they used a special kind of wax, not candle wax. But I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this, shall we? First step, pour the wax, I suppose? Careful though, the pot's probably hot. That's it. Nicely done. Next step, better wait a few seconds before removing it. Looks good. Pretty sure you can take it out now. I think we're almost done. All that's left is to pour the plaster from the cup into the mold. Good job. So now we wait until it's dry, I guess.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
A few minutes, probably. We can poke it every now and then to check.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
No. But I like it. I feel like I'm in one of those novels I spend my days reading.
Have you ever read banned books?
What do you mean?
You know, books banned by the church. I heard, Copernicus is a pretty interesting read.
Huh. Funny you should say that. It's on my list, actually. Although I can confirm it takes a more scientific mind than mine to enjoy it.
I suppose there's a reason why those books are illegal, right?
Well, the church did persecute Galileo for saying the Earth revolved around the sun, and not the other way around. So, even as a man of the cloth, I don't mind saying their judgment isn't always the best.
A man of the cloth? Wait, you're a priest?
Technically, no. I've gone through most of the classes, but I left the seminary before taking holy orders.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, I think you're the first person here that I've told.
I really can't imagine you in robes. Actually, I can't imagine you in anything but this uniform.
Yeah, I guess we've never seen each other outside of work, huh? Maybe we should grab a coffee one day? I could tell you all about the exciting things that happened at the seminary.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Awesome. The corner cafe is not too far from here. Why don't we meet after work one of these evenings?
That sounds great.
Oh, look. I think our key double is dry and ready to go.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. I should get back upstairs, though. I've been gone far too long already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and you should probably be careful when you turn it. Otherwise, it could break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Sophie.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out. Back to 507 to try this key double. I hope it works.